Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Karn Eldrazi Ramp on the draw for game 1. Looking for a soul land off top, 8 hits across 3 draws. Which is an Emrakul. I guess there might be an argument for, instead of going for Hedge Maze, going for Stomping Grounds for the Writhing Chris, though. I think we want to go into Myco Spawn on turn 3 if possible. Looking at Bant. Bant what? Bant Sanctum Weaver. Bant Enchantments? Hedge Maze. Surveil Trigger. Ghost Quarter. I mean, it might be worth keeping regardless. Like, yeah, I do want to find the soul land at the same time. If we whiff on lands on Rumble, it'd be in a rough spot, so let's play it a bit safe. Forest. Rumble. Rumble finds. Unless it doesn't resolve. Do you have a force? Something equivalent to... Opponent's tinking hard on something, so they have to have a force, right? Only thing I could think of, other than a Commandeer, which I'd be a little bit more doubtful of. Soul Land would be good, allow us to ramp, get to Drifter or Sire. Find a K command to sweep the Weaver and whatever else they have in store wouldn't be bad either. Of course, we can always evoke the Null Drifter next turn. Yikes. Didn't find anything of value. I mean, we found also like a Sanctum of Ugin. 4 down to 5, 6. Taking the land seems right. Also puts more types in yard for Emrakul. We'll pass. And pass. So yeah, likely just go Myco Spawn. And try and get to... this could be some Limity Lock. We did play... Actually, is this the same opponent? Now think about it. It might be. Yeah, I think it might be. 3... There's Solemnity. Okay, so this is Solemnity. Interesting. Players can't get counters. Yeah, that's fine. Do we want to get rid of Hall of Heliod's Generosity? Maybe. K command. Okay, so this actually is a little bit interesting. We at least can get rid of Sanctum Weaver, which I think is relevant. So go Sanctum of Ugin. At least reduces mana. We normally do want to bolt the bird. It ramps us by 1, right? We are able to then kick the Myco Spawn next turn. Let's pass. I guess the question is, they know about our deck and Null Drifter. What stops us from doing that same line as before? I guess is the question. Okay, other enchantments have Shroud. Again, we don't really care too much about that. Especially with Karn, we can go for EE. No, I guess we can't go for EE. Oh, I will kick the Sowing Myco Spawn. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. And we'll go Ugin Lab, Imprint 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So next turn we can play Emrakul. And pass. I guess I should hold up the ability to respond on the off chance that it's relevant. Yeah. Stomping Grounds. Shock. I mean, next turn I could just go Karn into Liquid Metal. Oh, Invocation. Okay, so looks like it's a double Shroud, sure. Alright. I mean, that is fine. Beginning of upkeep, you may return. May exile this enchantment if you do return to battlefield under its owner's control. And it could just sack the Sterling Groves and fail to find for both. Eldrazi Ramp. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here's what we'll do. Nope, don't need to go that deep. So here is Emrakul. We can do a lot of damage on their turn now. Because we can Ghost Quarter their land, fail to find. Sterling Grove, fail to find. That leaves them just the Solemnity and 2 lands. Opponent scoops it up. Okay. I mean, it still looks more like it's a Solemnity lock than it is the Estrid's Invocation deck that we saw a long while ago. But it is good to know that they are running Estrid's Invocation. Interesting. I'm not sure how to side here, though, is the only thing. And I've kind of felt that way before, right? Like, the returns aren't bad. Especially knowing that they have the Sanctum Weaver. Maybe Dismember's better. I'm not sure if you need Bajuka Bog or not. Maybe just keep it like this. Call it a day. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's run it like this. But yeah, I want to say this is the same opponent that we played against. Was it yesterday or the day before? The day before, I think, yeah. Another slow start. If we draw into a land, it's a turn 3 Karn, which is not bad. We'll keep it. Pass. Draw into a lab would be ideal here. Otherwise, what this? Utopia Sprawl. Okay. Yep. Draw. Stomping Grounds. We'll go Stomping Grounds tapped. No reason to play that. Shocked. We'll pass. Go Sanctum of Ugin into Talisman. Fetch Windswept Teeth. We're going to go Solemnity. Blood Moon. Well, that's rude. Draw. Sanctum of Ugin. Fancy Mountain. Talisman. Pass. Next turn we're just set up for Karn. And then just go into Liquid Metal. If they play Sanctum Weaver, then we have the K return. Two land. Three Sterling Grove, fine. Anything else? No? Okay. This is still fine by me. K command. Unfortunately, I can't play it right now, but I'm not too pressed by this. Play Karn. Minus Karn. For liquid metal coating. Pass. Pass. Paying cost. Like, yeah, my color sources being mountains is a bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world. Second main. Nevermore. Can't be cast. Ah. Choosing liquid metal coating. That's cute. There's Weaver. Cavernous Souls. I mean, I can... What can we do here? Right now we only have 2 colors, not 3. Let's sideboard real quick. I mean, like I said, EE, I'd love on 3 to get rid of Blood Moon and Nevermore. I suppose we can just go Forest minus Karn. We could EE get rid of Sprawl, but I'm not really sold on that idea. I mean, I could go for the Solemnity lock and just go Stonebrain. Chalice on 2 or Chalice on 3. We short on 3. Yeah, in that case, I'm just going to cast K Return. Forest. We can plus Karn on the Talisman if we really want. Yeah, might as well beat them down all again. Pass. And pass. Another Talisman would be nice. Utopia Sprawl would be good. One card in hand. Draw. Another fancy mountain. We're up to 6. I'll go minus Karn here. Yes. I think I'll go for Estrid's Invocation. Actually, let's do this, just in case that Blood Moon goes away. Invocation. Estrid's Invocation. This way you also get a peek at our opponent's deck to try and figure out what their win condition is. So they have a Village in hand. There's Abundance. Okay, another Nevermore. Greater Aromancy. Nevermore. Harvester's Hand. United Battlefront. The top 7... Okay. Do you not have a win condition short of Sithis? I don't see one. Am I daft? Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Okay. And I guess Ishtrad's Invocation acts as Nevermore's. I mean, yeah, we're pretty resilient to locks like this, so we'll just pass. Next turn we can play Ugin. Get rid of, I guess, nothing. I guess we can get rid of Sterling Grove. Yeah, we can get rid of Sterling Grove and then start chipping away at Nevermore, Blood Moon, whole 9 yards. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Sithis is the only damage-dealing permanent I saw in your deck. And as I mentioned, I can easily get around stuff like a Solemnity lock. Null Drifter's Key there. Okay, next turn we'll play Ugin. We'll get rid of Sterling Grove. Could minus Karn, just grab a 0 mana spell. Get rid of Nevermore. Not really sold on that thought, though. Yeah, like, what do you do here? Nevermore's interesting, though. I completely forgot this was a card. And for good reason. And it seems weird that they have, like, 0 win cons, short of just opponent's scoops. And I guess, for the most part, like, Energy doesn't have a way to deal with Solemnity combo. At least once it's under Sterling Grove, or enough Sterling Groves, right? Opponent's tinking hard. I imagine Estrid's Invocation is an important part of the deck, hence why I went for it. That we knew it was, for certain, a card here. Let's say you, opponent. Moments like this is where I kind of have second thoughts on taking Stonebrain out of the deck. It's something that I've considered. Specifically for things like Disruptor Flute, I think could be beneficial. But yeah, Stonebrain, still good card. Especially in kind of the dirtly matchups here. I'm going to go on a limb and maybe say opponents walked away from the keyboard. So we'll take a quick pause and I'll be back once they've returned. Alright, looks like opponent has returned. We'll pass. And I imagine they play the village. Okay, Greater Ormancy. Well, we can no longer get rid of Sterling Grove. So in that case, best thing we can do here is to play Null Drifter or play Ugin. I mean, we can get rid of all their lands with an Ugin alt. So yeah, I think we just go Cavern of Souls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugin. Can't target nothing. Plus. Done. Pass. And you have like a turn before I'm going to sack that Sterling Grove when I take control of your turn. As you have 2 turns to figure out how to deal with Ugin. Tis the Mistrise. Draw. Ugin plus. Sire. I think we go with Null Drift here. 7, 6, 8. I don't want to have to pitch a card if I don't have to. So I will kick a Stone Megaspawn. Ugin, no targets. Stone Megaspawn, kick the forest. Goodbye, Utopia Sprawl. Go for a Eldrazi Temple. And pass. And pass. Did I plus my Karn? I don't know if I did. Oops. Nope. Should probably minused it. Named Nevermore? No, Nevermore actually doesn't do anything to Ugin. And opponent concedes. Yep. I mean, we ult Ugin, we take control of their turn with Emrakul, we sacrifice Sterling Grove, we get rid of all their lands, basically. Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's just a GG's. Good stuff. We'll be back for match 2. Alright, we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. Age-old thing. Do we want to play the numbers? Because I'm looking here at what? 10 hits on our first draw for forest or forest equivalent. Second, I guess realistically speaking, I'd be fine with a temple as well. Or not temple, a talisman. So looking at 14 hits, and then down to 13 for draw 2. I mean, the numbers are fine. We'll run it. And we'll pass. When it goes down to 6, keep 6. What you got? Temple. Well, that could be a problem. I definitely need a green source now. Hey, look at that. Exactly what you want to see. Go blue, go green, go green. Pass. Okay, so here it'd be nice if we found a lab. I mean, that's a K command. I was gonna say K command X2. Really would like a lab now. No lab. We go double green. Is there any benefit for us to go temple? Because, like, the thing is here that they're going to be able to go land into Myco, right? Huh. So, yeah, if we go temple, it's just going to get eaten. If we don't, then Stomping Grounds gets eaten. What's the worst of the two? Regardless, we need to rumble. Interesting. And if you find a Utopia Sprawl, then what? Doesn't really do much for us. Oh, we have 3 colorless mana. What does that do for us? Not much either. And I'm afraid of another Myco spawn here. In that case, let's rumble. I mean, there's the Myco spawn, there's the lab. We want the Myco spawn. The problem is that they're likely to kick a Myco spawn on their own, leaving whatever we have in hand dead. So I think we go Ugin lab instead. This way, we can set up for Karn, right? Yes, let's go E-Temp as bait. And we'll go E-Temp as bait and pass. And at this point we'll hold. And now we pray they don't have a Myco spawn. Casting. Looks like they were short a land after all. They find Emrakul and 2 lands. I imagine they take a land here, given that they did not cast the Myco spawn. Chooses forest, plays forest. Another rumble. Imagine Sanctum of Ugin, question mark? Or Devourer. Chooses Sanctum. 2, 4, 6. We can go Liquid Metal next turn and get rid of their forest then. Okay, this might just work out. Would like the rumble, don't get me wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we could find a Myco spawn. We could kick the temple. But they'd still be able to kick a Myco spawn on their own, right? That's the problem. So I think we'd go lab. Lab, Imprint, Drifter, or Ugin. 2, 4, 6, but we're going to go down to 2, 4, 5. So I think we imprint the Ugin. Cast Karn. They're going to have 6 mana regardless with Sanctum of Ugin next turn. So I think our best bet might be going Karn Liquid Metal Coating, targeting the forest. That way they need to have a green source. Go liquid metal coating. And pass. Upkeep, target, forest, pass. Alright, even if you have a World Breaker or Mycospawn, do you have another forest or forest equivalent? Sanctum, they do not. Draw. Liquid metal. Six, 10, 11. So I'm a little bit concerned about an Emrakul. 6, 10, 13. So they do have 13. If they had an Emrakul, though, they could have played it last turn. So that means that they don't have one, but they could draw into one. In addition to that, they could have a K command. I mean, if we play Bajuka Bog, we can't play anything else. I'm going to go green. And I'm going to rumble. There's sowing Mycospawn. 2, 4, 6. We could kick. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. There's also another thought here to going Null Drifter. It also gets rid of 2 in the way of the spawns. And does make it a bit interesting. I feel like if they had the K command, they would have tapped the forest for a mana, but they didn't. So we could sweep out 2 regardless. Let's go Null Drifter here. Then sweep their 2 spawns. Actually, no. I realize we have Ghost Quarter available to us. Two. Yeah, so they definitely don't have the K command then. So we'll go Ghost Quarter. That would leave them with 1, 2, 3, 4. Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter, target temp. And pass. Fails to find a basic? No shot? Wait, do you seriously only have 1 forest? That's greedy. You seriously only have 1 forest? No shot. There's no other forests in the grave, but they failed to find. Huh. Interesting. I'm assuming this is Eldrazi Ramp, right? I guess. No, the Utopia Sprawls would be indicative of Eldrazi Ramp. Weird. Huh. Oh, well, let's run it back like this. That's good to know that they only have 1 basic forest in their deck. I think that's an objectively wrong move to make for the exact reason that we saw there, but it's good for us to know. Fascinating. I can only imagine they had green spells in hand and just were locked out. I'll keep, but I'd love to see a soul land off top. There's Devourer. Let's see what they exile. Maybe we'll get a better idea of what the hell we're playing against. I mean, it's Eldrazi Ramp. Ugin Lab, Imprint. Do you have a Talisman to follow up? You do. Alright, well, that's a bit concerning of a start. Second Utopia Sprawl. We'll Windswept Heath, fetch. We'll go Breeding Pool, Shock. Utopia Sprawl for red. At the very least, we'll be able to play Talisman Sprawl if we don't draw into a soul land. What's their follow-up is the question. Paying cost for another Talisman, is that it? Temple, okay. Could play a Writhing Chrysalis here. Looking like that's the case. No, a Stone Rain. Eee, actually, that might do us in. I need a land, desperately. That's not a land. Jukabog, target you and pass. Eee. I mean, yeah, if they have anything to follow up the Stone Rain, then we're just SOL. Yikes. That's 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I guess they would have been short last turn. So this is a kicked Myco Spawn. Yee. Again, we're not dead, but we're certainly not in a good spot. They'll have access to 2, 4, 6, 8 mana next turn. Sanctum tells me they have something as follow-up. I mean, they'll at the very least 2, 4, 6. They'll be one short of the Devourer. Hey, look at that, a forest. For red. Pass. And pass. If they have another Myco Spawn or have a World Breaker, we're in trouble. Ooh. What this? World Breaker, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, can't do much about that. They're still not out yet, but boy, are we in a bad position, especially with them following up with another World Breaker, so even if we play another land... I mean, let's look at it this way. We're at 14 now. We draw into a K command. We're going to take 8. Yeah, that's lethal damage. We have no way out, so we'll concede. Oofta. There was no recourse there. Well, I mean, it's definitely Eldrazi Ramp. That's for sure. Well, let's run it back. Not much else to change here outside of the consigns. On play for game 3. We'll keep. We're gonna go once again. Breeding Pool, Shock. Breeding Pool, Shock, Sprawl for red, and pass, and pass. At the very least, we get to hold up a consign. You have a Sprawl of your own? You do. Would love to see a soul land off the top. Oof. Name Eldrazi. And hold. I mean, we now need to just hope that they don't have a Stone Rain. If they do, we're in trouble. Name Eldrazi. Alright, do you have a Stone Rain, friend? Claim cost. Looking like it. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'll float blue-red just for the sake of it. Not like it can do anything else. That means consigns off the board now. Ghost Quarter. I mean... I think I need to just hold. I really want to hit their forest, but I mean, it puts us down significantly. Yeah, I'll just hold. Awkward. Jeez, man. Okay. Well, we are in danger. Actually, I remembered something. They're only playing one forest, aren't they? Hmm. 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 Either that all their forests were in their hand. Maybe I should have Ghost Core to the forest the turn before. I mean, it puts us down significantly, puts them down significantly too, but now I'm kind of just sitting here like, what do I do? Yeah, I should have taken that into consideration. I should have taken that into consideration. But now I'm kind of in an awkward position that by threatening the Ghost Quarter, I just kind of get to sit here and do nothing with my hand. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was right to go after the forest. I have to ask them if they're actually on one forest. At least on endgame. If nothing else, we'll just hit this forest at some point and see if they fail to find again. Because that'd be wild to me. Temple. I mean, they have enough to kick a Myco spawn regardless. 3, 9, 11, too short of. Cool. What is this? What the hell? X equals 6. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Stone Rain in both games pretty much just did us in. I don't foresee a way back. I mean, if we draw into a Soul Land, at least then we can play Myco Spawn. Right? I think that's our only way out at this point. We have 8 hits off the top. And turn 2 Stone Rain's good. Doesn't help that their hand overall has been pretty decent too. Stone Rain double K command. Utopia Sprawl into an early Stone Rain. We'll pass. I mean, I think I'm just dead. Seriously. So like I could go for Ghost Quarter my own cavern after tapping it, go for Forest, and then Rumble. I mean, I think I have to. It's just the effed up part. Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. How's he gonna land at this point? Windswept Teeth. Pass. Okay. Opponent confirmed something that I figure was the case. Like, there's no way they're on one forest. And yeah, they said they're just messing with me. I was like, no shot. Someone was that gutsy. Short of Tron players. Tron players are always on one basic. I mean, I'm just dead. There's no way out here. What is this? 2, 4, 7. Okay, this is definitely cool. Yup. Well, we had fetch for the breeding pool, so we can't consign this as much as I'd like to. Yeah, pause on end step. The thing is, they can. I guess no, they should have left the Ghost Quarter up to hit me with the Ghost Quarter, then fail to find. That would have been the right move. Do I want to even hedge maze here? Probably not, right? Instead, just go Stomping Ground tapped. I guess sack my spawn. They're going to do it for me anyways. Might as well not give them the advantage. I mean, hopefully they just drawn to a non-soul land. And then, okay, well. I was hoping for just like a basic. That would have been nice. I guess maybe I could have hedged maze. Alright, my turn. You gotta be joking me. Alright, well, at least we can hold up the consign question mark. Don't think that's gonna be relevant. Actually, no, like, can we actually do anything here? 5, 8. Short of being able to cast an Emrakul. Okay, they even said meant to go score there as well. Yeah, they realized their mistake. That's funny. I mean, I can consign. I'll add a type to yard. Gonna be to 6. 6, 9. We would need a miracle. That's the answer to that. We would need a miracle. I'm trying to think if there's any way out. I don't think so. Because even if they were to give us something to consign, right? Like puts it up to 6. We then cast, let's say, a Rumble. Adds 2 types to yard. No, there's just no way. No. Okay. GG's. GG's. Yeah. Both game 2-3, Stone Rain. Absolutely demolished me. It is what it is. That said, we'll be back for match number 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. I mean, we get basically, with the Wooded Foothills, we could get another look at the top. And so we get 2 draw attempts at a land for a Rumble on 2. It's tempting. I mean, we have plenty of lands. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll play the odds. See if the odds play me. Because, yeah, if we can find a soul land, that would be ideal. Foothill, pass. Put a pause on end step. Watergrave, shock for a Thoughtseize. Takes my Malevolent Rumble because why not? Oh, no. I needed that. Well, yeah. We played the odds and the odds played us. Alright. Foothills, fetch. Hedge Maze. Trigger. Karn to grave. And pass and draw. Forest. Well, we played the odds. The odds played in our favor, just opponent had the disruption. 3 types in yard, 5 for Emrakul, 8th short. There's a Froge. I need a soul land. 8 hits off the top. Asking you shall receive. Am I daft? Oh, because I think I tried to kick it. Let's see. We can jump up to 6, which allows sowing Mycospawn. I think I will go Ugin Lab. Imprint the Emrakul. If they attack without floating the frog, we'll snap block. Next time we get to kick a Myco spawn, set them back a land. So right now we have 5 non-Eldrazi mana. So yeah, what we'll be able to do is then kick Myco spawn, imprint World Break, and set up for the Ugin. That way we can at least get rid of their biggest creature on board. Yeah, we'll snap block this. Every single time. Pitch a Fatal Push. If we draw into a land, we could Bajuka Bog instead. That'd be a bad idea. Pitch a Force. Love to see that with the Ugin in hand. You have a 3rd land. Oh, this is not Murktide. This is Goryo's. Gets the Flare of Denial? That'd be my guess, yeah. Watergrave tapped. Draw. Land. Well, I mean, I am going to go with a Sowing Myco spawn. 2, 4, 6. We could go Bajuka Bog. It actually doesn't matter because this is Goryo's. In that case, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could go 11, 12. I think I'll go Cavernous Souls, though, given what we saw in hand. Alternatively, I could Bajuka Bog. Bajuka Bog is interesting because it forces them to pitch. Go Bajuka Bog. Forces them to float the frog because clearly they don't have what they need yet. So this forces them to pitch further. Yep, they'll attack with frog, we'll block, forcing them... I guess they don't have to pitch. If they want to hit, they have to pitch, but if not, then we'll just block. And World Breaker. Okay, so they're gonna pitch. They just hold the force. There's a... What the fresh? What? Huh. And here I thought we were playing against Goryo's. Maybe not. 1 card, about to be 2 cards in hand. Huh. Interesting. Land. Fetch. Breeding Pool, shock to 13. Rude is what that is. Yes. Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll be able to play the World Breaker. Go to combat. Actually, do I want to attack? It would force them to pitch the frog to float over the Sowing Myco spawn. Yeah, I think we do apply pressure. Sanctum of Ugin. Cast. World Break. Get rid of the Watery Grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only thing we'd be able to play would be the Myco spawn, which could be fine because then we can, from there, imprint Ugin, play Ugin the following turn. Yeah, we'll do that. Grab Sowing Myco spawn. And pass. And pass. Begin combat. We'll block. I'll have to pitch a card. Yep. 7, 8. Karn. Can't do too much with Karn here. I guess I could have Tormod's Crypt, funny enough. Get rid of the breeding pool. And go Ugin Lab. Ugin Lab, imprint, Ugin. So I will attack with a Myco Spawn. We'll take the 7, yes, but we'll be able to play Ugin next turn. Imagine you flip the frog, yep. Seven, down to 6. Lethal damage is on board. Draw. No lands. No time to play that Rumble Friend. And phone scoops it up. Alright. Sultai Frog? Question mark. I'm gonna say this is probably still Murktide or Murktide adjacent. The Tarmogoyf's a bit weird though, I will admit. So still bringing Dismember. And cut Ghost Quarter, cut a Karn. Take a look at my sideboard guide. Murktide. I guess cut an Emrakul we could just do. Not sure if this list will run the heal spell bomb though. And Karn isn't great in the matchup. Yeah, maybe it's right just to cut Karn. Let's cut 2 Karn here. Run it back? Probably. Alrighty. Tarmogoyf's interesting. Kaido seems reasonable. Assassin's Trophy seems weird. Yeah, that one's probably the weirdest thing I saw there. I guess Soul Line would be good. That'd be 8 hits off the top, 2 draws. Turn 3 Myco Spawn. They've gone down to 6, but Jukabog is ironically kind of nice. We'll keep it. Pass. We get 3 draws with the Verdant Catacombs. Scalding Tarn, passing. Loading plus Spell Snare, I imagine. Verdant Catacombs, pass. Fetch for Undercity Sewers. Breeding Pool. Breeding Pool shock. Huh? Consider. Maybe it'll be Oculus. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the powerhouse is the Oculus instead. No frog. There's the Goyf. I mean, you can shrink the Goyf with the Jukabog if needed, but not really sold on that idea just yet. Hedge Maze trigger, Rumble top, so we're going to force check next turn. Forest, Rumble. Go Forest. And pass. It does grow the Goyf, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And pass. Undercity Sewers. Falaji. Take the 5 down to 14. Question of the day, do they have... What is this? Falaji? They would have played that before combat though, right? Another Goyf. Okay. Draw. Cast Sowing Myco Spawn. Go Ugin Lab. Tuck the Drifter. And hold. And hold. I'll block. Paying cost. Ninjutsu. Okay, down to 11. Not dead yet. Surveil 2. 2, 4, 5. Frog into yard. Holding up a delta. Another drifter. I don't think I can go Myco spawn. 1, 2, 3 types in their yard versus 4 in mine. There is some overlap. I think we attempt a K command. I guess I could just play Myco spawn then K command for 2. That way we do have a blocker on board. 'Tis a thought. 'Tis a thought. Could also kick the green. Of course, they likely have replacement. We could take 8 as well, which would be a bit sketch. All right. Let's see if they have a consign to memory as first off and foremost. They seemingly do not. In that case, let's go with a temple here. And attempt a K command. Ramp exile. You have a force. There's the force pitching Kaido. So we're going to take, what, 8 here next turn? Ooh. That's not great. They still have another Goyf. Right now it's at 4. And I can tap 2. Ooh. Not a fan of that. So what's our recourse here? Why not tap the Myco spawn? Interesting. I mean, they have lethal on board for next turn, right? 3, 7, Surveil. Plays another Goyf. And draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 types in yard versus my 4. So even if I get rid of mine, your Goyfs will still be 3 3s, which means you still have lethal damage on board. 2, 4. I think I have to null drift. I think that might be my saving grace. We'll see though. It is, in fact, not my saving grace. Yeah, I don't think I have any outs then. Like, we could obviously return the Null Drifter, but that does nothing for us. We could evoke again, still does nothing. Yeah, that looks like lethal damage to me. So I'm going to concede. Yep, let's do that. All is well. So lost for game 2. On to game 3. Yeah, the Goyf beatdown plan, it worked. let's just run it back. Goyf beat down in 2025. Who would have thunk? Alright. On the play for game 3. I will keep Dismember good, Rumble good. We do not have any reason to play Temple here, I don't think. So yes, let's Stomping Grounds tapped and pass. Of course, them Thought Seizing on 1 for the Rumble would be a bit rough. Scouting Tarn passing. Could be a Spell Snare. Misty Rain. No reason to play that right now, but does mean we can cast the Myco Spawn next turn at the very least. No Spell Snare, we get a Temple, which means we have a kicked Myco Spawn. We'll pass. Fetch. Sewers. Dark Slick to yard, and hold on the off chance they have a Bowmaster. Island, passing, could be a Consign. At the very least, they'll likely give us a body. That Cavernous Hold is amazing. Kick the Sewers. Do you have the Consign? There's the Consign. So what do you give us, the body or the trigger? Give us the body, that's fine. We can apply pressure while we build up. And pass. To the Froge. Well. Interesting. Ugin Lab the Sire. See, here's the thing. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to just... If they have another Consign, that would be fine, I guess. Alright, let's Ugin Lab, Imprint Sire, since it has no cash trigger. World Breaker target. You give me the trigger, give me the body. Comes down to that question. Give me both. Even better. Flare. I'll take it. Attack. That's fantastic. Fetch for another sewer. For a hedge maze. Okay, it's possible they might be out black sources then. That's pretty huge for me. Paying cost for a Goyf. So it's a beefy Goyf, I will admit. Tapped or untapped? Okay, tapped. Chrysalis. In that case, we'll go Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. Green. Colorless. And we'll hold the Dismember. Could also just block a spawn. I'll block. Froge. I'm gonna dismember the Goyf now. Goyf down. 2, 4, 5, 6, and opponent concedes. Good stuff. All right. We'll be back for match number 4. All right. And we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. What makes this hand better? Soul Land, 8 hits. Malevolent Rumble, 11. Even a Talisman would be palatable, 15. We'll keep. Yeah. Go Cavern Souls, name Eldrazi. This way, drawn to a Soul Land, we'll be able to Null Drifter, draw 2. Bloodstained Mire. Pass, draw, spawn, forest, pass. Okay, desperately need a Soul Land now. 8 hits off the top. Elegant Parallel. Ooh, this. Yep. Alright, Ruby Storm, I'm going to put this down as a loss. Ooh, hold on. They missed a land. We have a chance, you say. Passing. They took a risky hand too. Alright, we just need to get somewhere. Hedge Maze. Surveil. Stomping Grounds will take it. Highway Robbery. What the what? What? Hold on, what? Okay. Stomping Grounds. Shock. For Chrysalis. This way we can kick a Mycospawn next turn or play Karn into Jailer. Pass. Do you find a land? You do find a land. Fetch. Do you have the win? They're gonna go for it. Yee. Ruby Medallion. Manamorphose. 2 mana. Draw a card. Ren's Resolve. Finds an Impulse. Do they have another ritual? They don't. Okay. Oh, that's even better. Okay. Hold up. So, how do you want to proceed here? I think we need to go Trinisphere, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 minus 4 would be 4, so we can't do that. So, I mean, he could Mycospawn and set up. 8 minus 2 would be 6, so that's still not an option. We need 7. So in that case, I think we just go Karn into Trinisphere. Imprinting the Cyrus 7 Deaths. So Karn into Sphere. KGC. KGC minus. Yes. Trinisphere. Play Trinisphere, go to combat. And does opponent scoop it up? Opponent scoops it up. Okay, I'm gonna change that loss to a win. Oh, this is why I don't concede, friends. This is why I don't concede. We'll be on the draw. So we don't want Karn then, because Karn's a turn too slow. Unless they mess up like that. So we want Dismember, we want Jailer, we want Trinisphere, and I don't think we want Chalice, do we? We can cut the Ghost Quarter. Let me confirm my sideboard guide, as I did make some changes. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I? I am. What did we play earlier where I changed something? I don't think I did. Did I? This is match 4. No, I think we did at some point. What the hell did I play against? I mean, I can look at my Murktide. Was it Murktide? Maybe it was Murktide. Oh, that's right. We were cutting Karn. Right. Okay. Ruby Storm. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, I mean, I guess Chalice would work here. So yeah, we'll bring in Chalice and cut Ghost Quarter and a Sire, because Sire really does nothing in this matchup. All right, let's run it back. We need an early hate piece. Okay, this is interesting to me because we can at least find one-on-one. I will keep Gemstone, Rumble, Chrysalis, Sprawl. If we find a green source, let's go Chrysalis and pass. If we find a forest, then the Utopia Sprawl becomes better. Okay, we do not. Temple. Rumble. Yikes. Yikes. Temple. Pass. I wonder if it's right. Because they play... Oh, they're going to go for it again? Blood Moon. Oh. Huh. Well, I'll be honest. That was unexpected. Weird. That was not what I was expecting to see. Friends Resolve. Land. Pass. So I need a green source. That works. Play Impulse. Cast Rumble. There's Trinisphere. We'll need a turn, though. No, we don't, because we haven't played our land. Land. Trinisphere? Pass? Friends Resolve. Draw. Kick a Myco Spawn. Oh, I'm missing Colorless. Shoot. Cast a Myco Spawn. Go for a forest. Yeah, I think that's right at this point. Hold. Because we have to pay 3 for Dismember. We do need to be mindful of that. Manamorphose resolves. That's a -1. White. Oh, that could be a prismatic ending. Artist Talent's fine. Not ideal, but fine. Draw. Land. Cast Sprawl. And it doesn't matter if I do it like this. We still have enough for Dismember. You have red, I guess go for blue. Go to combat. Attack. Hold back the Dismember. Play Scouting Tarn. Ritual. It's mana neutral. What do you pitch? Pitches a mountain. They're just looking for answers to Trinisphere. Or plays Ren's Resolve. Pitches Past into Flames. Again, just looking for answers. Finds another Blood Moon. That's fine. Another Blood Moon. Pitches a Wish. Really, I'm surprised they didn't have anything in their sideboard. They must have boarded in all the hate. Breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breaker. Get rid of Artist Talent. Keep your Blood Moons. Attack and pass. We'll pass in full because we can't cast Dismember. Wooded Foothills. Ritual. Medallion. Why do that? Myco Spawn. Kick. Kick. I guess one of your fetches. Fetch. Grab a temple, question mark? Can't hit Bajuka Bog, otherwise I would. Alright, lethal's on board. We'll hold up Dismember. And Bone scoops it up. We got there. Alright, solid stuff. We'll be back for match number 5. Sorry, I had to wait for a second. I was like, wait, did they actually? It still said waiting, even though it said in the log that they conceded. I was like, huh? All right, for real this time. We'll be back for match number 5. All right, and we're back for match 5. On the draw for game 1, I'll keep. When it goes down to 6, we're going to go Utopia Sprawl on 1 lead. Zoo. Jump scare. Wooded Foothills. White for what? Ragavan, there we go. Okay. I was about to say, that makes a bit more sense for a turn 1 play from Zoo. We'll go Forest, Utopia Sprawl for red. And pass. Pass. Next turn we can Temple Writhing Chris. We'll take 2. It's a Ghost Quarter. At least you can't use that to your advantage. Land. I'm going to guess Scion. Yup. I'm going to want that Drifter soon. Leyline Binding, you're rude. That's rude. Temple. Oh, shit. That's Trample, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. And Hexproof to boot. Well, that's unfortunate. Hold. Yeah, blocking the Ragavan doesn't do much here. 1 card in hand. Take 6 down to 12. Ragavan, trigger, hits, Stomping Grounds. Oh, that actually... Frick. That's actually an issue. Oh, no. Well, I guess I should actually have played around that. There was just an innate chance of that happening, and we should have played around it. Shoot. Oh no. End step. K command. Scry draw. I need a Utopia Sprawl. Misty Rain does not cut it. Forest does not cut it. K screwing with the game. K return does not cut it. Shoot. Wooded Foothills, we're going to fetch. Shocking Breeding Pool. Yeah, like I said, I should have played around the possibility of them hitting Stomping Grounds. And I should have played the fetch and fetched before Ragavan. Emrakul. Because if we had, we'd have a blocker on board and have ramped as well. Whereas now I'm just in trouble. Oh no. Come now. Like, I've thought about that before. I've played around that before. I didn't this time, and it's definitely bit me in the butt as a result. Take the 6. Down to 3, which means if you have a bolt, Windswept Teeth is fine. 1 card in hand, Tribal Flames. Meaning that... yeah. I mean, the Chrysalis likely would have died to the Tribal Flames, but we still would have ramped and had an additional turn as a result. So yeah, we lost to a very, very silly misplay. I wouldn't even call it a misplay, like, it just is what it is. Bring this member. Actually, let me double check. Zoo. What am I bringing for Zoo? Bring in Consign and Dismember, yeah. Cut Karn. Cut Gemstone, Ghost Quarters. Okay. Oh, damn. That sucks hard. Alright. Yeah, that's why we should always play with, like, well, here, what is the worst case could happen? I just didn't think about it. I'll keep. Oh no, turn 1 binding is nice. Pass. And pass. Arid Mesa. Passing. Could have a Consign. Let's go Forest. Fetch. Oh, not Fetch. Hit ourselves for 1. Pass. I guess I should hold up the delay to respond in case of a bolt, but this looks like a Consign. The question is, do you consign the body or the trigger? I imagine the body. Yeah. So we need to draw into something next turn. 7-mana value spell. Sire 7 deaths would be nice, of course. That's pretty hard for them to deal with. Ragavan. Holding up blue. Could be a second Consign. 1, 8, 9. Pass. I mean, there's a non-zero chance they have like a moon effect, so I'm just gonna hold just in case. Do I block? I think I do. Block. Rather they not ramp, especially if they have no other lands. Well, they do. 13 plays a Scion of Draco. Kavu. Okay, holds up the blue still. They've been very adamant about holding up the blue, which tells me they do have a Consign. Hedge Maze. Trigger. Command. Top. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could at least activate the Sanctum. Yes. Main. So I take the 4 from Kavu. And we block the Ragavan, we K command. Draw a card. Pitching Leyline. Go to blocks. K command. Do we attempt to scry exile, or do I try and exile the Kavu? I don't think it resolves regardless, so let's at least attempt to get rid of the Kavu. And done. Trigger. Do you consign? If so, you have to spend 2 mana. That way I don't get the Sanctum. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 next turn. So like a Cyrus 7 deaths would be nice. There's a consign. Interesting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are short 1. In that case, I will convert one more time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. Yes. I will go Cyrus 7 deaths, or do we go... So there's another thought, right? We could go writing Chris or sowing Mycospawn. That would allow us to ramp into the Emrakul. And if they go for the Talisman, for example, we're still able to cast it. I think sowing Mycospawn's probably the safest bet for that reason. We'll pass. It seems a bit unorthodox, but I think it does cover our bases for the worst case scenario. So we'll take the 4 down to 14. We'll have a blocker for the Ragavan. Paying cost 4. Another Kavu, yes. Land, they're now 5/5s. That Cavern Souls is fantastic. So we will kick the Mycospawn. I will go... Bojuka Bog doesn't do much right now. They could eventually, if not have a Flash in hand, is my only concern. If both Kavus take something from Yard, it'll leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a bit concerning. I'm gonna go Temple. And pass. And pass. What do they do with Kavu? This will be the interesting part. Draw. Okay, they're going to discard. Pitch Ragavan. Pitch Brawler. If I take 8, I go down to 6. It's not a good place for us to be. They're clearly offering me the Ragavan, right? That feels like bait. So we go down to 6. Alternatively, I take 6 and go down to 8. I think I just have to block a Kavu. I think it's the right move. I don't like it, but I think it's correct. Ragavan hits. I'm down to 8. They make a land. There's Ugin. Would have loved that, to be fair. That's a little bit more fragile than the Emrakul, by comparison. Paying cost 4. Lush Portico. Mountain. Draco. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Unfortunately, we're just short. Cavernous Souls. Name Eldrazi. There's Emrakul. So we're not dead yet. Flooded Strand. Draco. So I need a way to deal with their board, right? I can't attack with both Kavus, though. I can only attack with one. Jeez. Go to combat. Attack with Kavu. Trigger on the stack. Discard a card, draw a card. Discard the Scion. Binding. Thankfully I can binding my Talisman for what it's worth. Block the Kavu. Oh, they have first strike. Actually, the first strike doesn't matter. Leyline Binding, cast. ETB on the stack, target Talisman. Fortunately, it does specify opponent's control. Flooded Strand, fetch. Fail to find. And we pass. Because of the binding, it means... Actually, the first strike does matter. I think we just get rid of the Kavu, though. Yeah. Yeah, I can't not block the Ragavan. It's what Ugin's Lab. That's fine. That's good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're short 2 on the second Emrakul. Gotta be joking me. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that means we die. Because the binding had to take the return. And because of that, I no longer have the... Or I had to take the Talisman, which means I no longer have the ability to cast the return. And because I have no ability to cast the return, we die. Yeah. Right? Oh, wait. Am I dumb? I was looking at how we lose, but not the fact that we have lethal damage. Did they miss that too? Okay. I was thinking here, like, why else will they attack if they have the win on the crackback? But no, the opponent must have missed that as well. Okay. Interesting. Got an Emrakul. And run it back. Yeah? Yeah. Weird. Why do that? They could have held back the Scion of Draco. And Ragavan just sat, right? Had no reason to press the board like that. Interesting. I'm glad that, like, I did one last scan of the board, staying like, okay, well, I'll just double check, make sure. I will keep Yeah, we'll go Forest Utopia Sprawl for red. Wooded Foothill, hold up for Breeding Pool so we can consign. Opponent, do they keep? They do begin of 7. I'll keep as well. Pass. Flooded Strand. Fetch. So this is a turn 1 Ragavant. No. Temple Garden. Nakadal. Okay. Forest. Sprawl. Red. Pass. Pass. Xander's Lounge. Nakadal. 3 to 17. Draw. World Break. Start with Rumble. There's a K return and a lab. That's not bad. So let's go lab. There is a world where we want to be able to go lab into another soul land into a 7 mana value spell to sweep. I'll go Wooded Foothill regardless. The hold up the consign in case of the Sign of Draco. We'll take the 6 down to 11. Not thrilled by that prospect, but 'tis correct. They just hold up the Xander's Lounge. It does mean they have a consign in hand, which I'm not thrilled about. Down to 11. Passing. Fetch Wooded Foothills. What would I love to see out the top of the hedge maze? Probably a Null Drifter. Chrysalis is actually okay. I will go Chrysalis, put it on top. Let's see if they have the consign like I think they do. I'm going to imprint Breaker. Cast Chrysalis. They can counter the body and the trigger if they have the consign. I'm curious on how they stack it though. So they're kind of buying with the main. I could counter the replicate trigger. Why would I do that is the question. It allows me to block, right? Because we currently have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 blockers would allow me to block the Nakadals. It's tempting, because otherwise we are put into lethal range from a Tribal Flames. So I think I will. It's a bit aggressive, but I think it's right. And pass. And hold. And hold. I'd love nothing else for them to tap out. I'll block 2. Wear Tear. That's a problem. And holding up a blue. We will kick a Sowing Myco Spawn. At the Xander's Lounge. You have another consign. You don't. That looks like a bolt. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could World Break next turn and sweep. Or we could hold up Ugin. I think we do go for the World Break and sweep. So we'll pass. Do you have a bolt? Yes, but at least that's not going to face. We'll take 4 down to 6. If they miss a land drop, we can take out their last land and sweep the board with World Break. And I think that should put us into a commanding position. Opponent's tanking. The Wear Tear did save him a turn. Okay. Down to 6. Temple. So we can play... Actually. Play Temple, hold back the lab on the off chance that becomes relevant. Breaker Temple, and sweep with return, nothing on board, and then we'll hold at the lab. Oh. They must have passed immediately, because, yeah, back to my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... That's my bad, opponent. Didn't mean to not attack you. I was just a little bit surprised. And pass it back. Pass. Draw. Ugin plus. I mean, next turn we're guaranteed to win off the alt. Go for red. No reason to play the Myco Spawn, we'll just hold the K command. Attack with Breaker. And yeah, we win on the spot here. Pause on end step. And Bone scoops it up. Alright, we got there. Solid win against Zoo, resulting in a 4-1 record at the end of 5. So, not bad, all things considered. A bit unfortunate loss against Eldrazi Ramp in the mirror. Just the Stone Rains were a little bit too much for me to handle, but it is what it is. With that being said, though, as always, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. It is always appreciated. For as much as I hope that you all learn from me in both my success and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached this point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button, as we're getting closer and closer to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers, which at that point, I'll be able to begin monetizing my videos and save it up towards a streaming PC. With that being said, in the meantime, if you do want to support me monetarily, you can do so over on my Patreon, where you can get early access to my YouTube videos and updates to my sideboard guides, as well as my deck guides too. With that being said though, folks, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!